Yes, good evening to you. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Upnlive show. And you're going to see a little person walking behind the camera right now. Walk past. See? Commercial break. But anyway, people, if you're just joining us, this is the Upnlive show. My name is DJ Rick. On behalf of myself, Dragon All Star, the Little Brown Rasta, Fire Q, World Mag Entertainment, we call this the Upnlive show. We're live here each and every Tuesday on TGM Radio. Remember, the show is sponsored by Shush Prince, and we also produced by World Mag Entertainment. And if you never see the show before, normally we play whole heap of music, vibes going up in there. Sometimes I go on with a bag of things and dance and exercise. Rasta to join in sometimes when you feel like. And then, after a time, we bring in an artist, a special guest. This evening's guest was AR Spades, was here earlier on. So if you missed that, you can go onto our YouTube channel and you can go and watch the previous videos and all the other ones we have before. And right now, we have a lady in the building, you see. And I must say, this person is very instrumental into me being a DJ into the UK at my first approach into radio. The first experience was a part of this team. The team I'm talking about was Heart Love Radio, inclusive of Gangsta Kid and the whole works and the whole fraternity. If anybody know Upnlive where we're coming from, that's where the whole show started from. So we have to pay homage to the Heart Love Radio team and the whole fraternity in that aspect, all right? The person I'm talking about right now is not a male because there's a lot of testosterone. I can't even say it properly. Yeah, what if a male ego into the DJ business? And this person here is very silent. Her right name is Daniela. People may not know, but I know, so I'll put it out there right now. Spill the beans. Otherwise known as Lady D. Welcome to the show. Good evening to you. I know you didn't like that, but I had to put it out there. Good evening. Welcome.
Wow. Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Of course. People want to see you, know. And we like to see the smile inside of Lady D.
I'm smiling. They say I don't smile enough, so I'm trying to smile. That's my New Year's resolution anyway, to smile more.
That's the whole point of me saying the official name, to get you to smile. Cause I know,
wow. Oh, to get me to feel uncomfortable. But anyways, let's...
for people who's watching, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, my name's Lady D. I'm a female all-rounder DJ. Love my craft. And, you know, I'm a hard worker. I'm also a 9-to-5er, but music is... and will always be like my first love and my passion, hands down. That will always be my first love.
Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Your little boyfriend supposed to bake for Valentine's Day. Well, if me your boyfriend me bakes, you know, I'll laptop my mash up.
Well, but music comes anyways.
That's like a ruffle some feathers.
It's a relationship.
Yeah, good evening. So how long you been doing this the DJ aspect? How long have you taken it serious?
I mean, I've always taken music serious. You know, I grew up in a household full of music. The typical Sunday, you know, my mum, God rest her soul, you know, she showed me a lot about the music, and it's only when obviously I got older, you know, and your circle and your crowd kind of changes, and you know, I started to really take an interest into like radio. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't an overnight thing, but it just something clicked in me. I was like, right, I actually need to take this serious. And there wasn't any females around, and I used to ask like, any female, but there just weren't no females in the industry. So at that time, I started. Mafia Love Sound was the first official sound that I ever played on. So big up Jaddy, and them man there, like they proper gave me a break at first. So I'll never forget where I come from.
So how did you learn? What was your first contact with music? Like, say you talk about obviously it wouldn't be a Sirata then, or when was your first introduction to maybe a record or a CD? Yeah.
So obviously I grew up with records, but I started playing and doing it professionally from the CD days. So there was no laptop, there was nothing. So obviously I was put on a sound, and I said, you know what, at the time I was dating a DJ. Yeah. And
I can't say the name.
And
it's old news.
And old news, and I was really interested. And obviously, as a DJ, you know, you're going around, I'm following around, and this sound was like the biggest sound back then. So it was just like, wow, it was it was a good look, and obviously I just started loving it more, and you know, watching Jadi, like, and he used to like teach me how to string up the sound. It was nice.
Oh, so basically you like the whole sound.
I love the
thing.
whole sound, the playing, the music, the dub play. Like, I just fell in love with it, and I said, right, I want to learn. So the first rhythm that I ever mixed was the Pepper Seed. Yeah, first rhythm I ever mixed was the Pepper Seed.
And 20 songs on it. Can
yeah,
mix one whole dance with that.
Listen, it was, and literally it was, no, do it again. No, do it again.
Yeah.
And it was literally, I practiced and I just...
It just clicked one day.
It just clicked.
And so for a female now, especially, because you say, obviously, I know you play all different type of music.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the hip hop side that got you into the music? What was your first love? Was it the dance? Because I know you play dancehall as well.
Do you know what? My first kind of love it's always kind of been R&B and hip hop. That's what I initially started off with. But then, obviously, people were saying to me, no, like, we don't want to, you know, you're a female, you need to give it to them. You need to be raw. You got with the lady saws, and I started to, you know, really start to get into the music. And my thing is old school. If you know Lady D, you know I love my old school juggling. Old school's my thing. So it was like the old school, you know, learning the different juggling, and I had all my CDs. Used to carry my big CD pouch around. Like, those were
you
the
still have your
days,
CD
like,
pouch now?
do you know what? I do. I had two, and I've got one. I gave a CD pouch to an up and coming DJ that wanted a stepping hand, so I gave them my pouch, and I've got one left.
Well, I have some, I just don't know where they're right now.
You wanna poetry? This poetry thing. What do you dash some will pass CD to place?
No
like,
sync buttons,
it's irrelevant. CD is irrelevant.
You had to use your ear.
So, all right, say we're to that stage now, to that effect now. What do you think about the modern era of DJ in versus then? Obviously, you mentioned the sync.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, sync is obviously it's necessary in certain genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on the whole sync, the movement of the music, more likely than to say sync? How has it changed to you, and what are the benefits to you, or is there any benefit at all?
I mean, I was playing with CDs, and then I could see, you know, everyone starting with the laptop. So I'm thinking, okay, and then I'm about 9 months pregnant at this time, and I'm still carrying my CD pouches to go radio. And then one day I just said, you know what, I'm gonna try this whole laptop. Let me see what the hype's about. So I got a SL3 Serato box, got my laptop, loaded it up, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay. I'm impressed. It's easier. You can get lazy. I honestly believe it can make you lazy. But I mean, you have to move with the times. I'm not totally against, like, I love my laptop, but obviously we move with the times. But I'm saying now, as a DJ, if you're starting out nowadays and you've started with a laptop, you never really got that experience of, you know, mixing with the CDs, and it's quite easy. It's easy for anyone to really now just pick up a laptop and
I strongly disagree, because like as we say, sync is necessary. I disagree with that as well. Like, I think sync is a shortcut for mixing the music nowadays, because we have very powerful laptop and very powerful software. You can beat match without really even paying attention, because
but some genre house music, if you're gonna play 4 different CD players,
house music you don't need sync, because to be honest, you really move the pitch, because when they're playing like 10 song, is in between like 120 BPM.
Yeah.
Like 120 to 123 to 124, right. Most of the song that they play. So really and truly, if I see a host DJ using sync, that means that you are a really bad DJ, because if you realize a host DJ, they rarely touch the pitch. Most of their song, when host DJ come to a party, they already have their playlist ready. So it's like in a sequence. So for these nowadays DJ out here, what the main annoying thing to me, like, you guys don't have any discretion and don't use any ears. Like, you play the song way out of the tempo range. Song should not play out of a certain range where it's sound a bit too fast or too slow. we know when you come onto a sound system where you have the big heavy bass line and certain thing, you need to speed up the music a bit more so it sound a bit lively. And you have this thing too, where a lot of DJ purchase because serious to do it. This pitch and time and the skill up business, no allow it. Because them use that, them feel like them can play Dexter apps, what you call it? Yeah, underwear, them can play it and mix with stylogy, bad man out and stunting.
But alright, in my take on that, because I don't really I don't believe in the whole, if you're a professional you shouldn't be going to this thing, but obviously it's everybody to their own, and to me music is as effective as how people respond to it. So if the person, regardless of what the DJ is doing, to me, as long as the people out there is enjoying it, that's the whole vibe for me. As long as the crowd that enjoy it, that's good for me. But I don't want to stray off a tangent too far off of the topic, because we have a special case here. We can start reason more that for the world here. But for Lady D, in 2020, how do you see the acceptance as female DJ into the business? Are you feel like you're being justified as you get a fair slice or a fair whip at the crack of the whip?
No.
What do you think is this? What causes this?
Well, shout out to all the female DJs out there doing their thing. We need more female DJs. I've been saying that we need more unity with the females, more linking up and getting together and so forth. I mean, what can I say? I have been vocal about this as well, and I just think that the females don't get a look in, even though 3/4 of us are better than the male selectors.
I will agree with that.
Do you understand? So it's like I'm confident to say that a lot of London's finest, I am better than them as a DJ.
They're as what they say, London's finest. Finest is a little tiny thing.
But I will never. It's right now. It's just who you know in it, and it's what and. All right. And I would like someone to book me because they want Lady D. They appreciate the way I play. Don't just
because
it's. Yeah, it's I mean.
But all right. What I've realized, I figured it out. After all these years, I've really sit down and because I was wondering why is it the same set of DJs all the while playing, and I was thinking maybe they're actually better than everyone else, and that wasn't the final decision that I came to. My conclusion is the business of dancehall is kind of different from the ordinary mainstream. Because mainstream, you have like booking agents. You say, all right, if you want Tim Westwood, you can go to the Tim Westwood agent and you can inbox them or email them or whatever, and they get back to you, get quotes and all. For dancehall, it's different. How you get booking in dancehall, you have to be in the space. You have to be there in the dance there and then. You have to be currently playing. This is my just analysis. You can say anything. Mr. Jack and I get ready for jumping. But this is just my thing. In dancehall, you have to be there in the space. And most time, the people who are always on the bills, they're always there. They're always in the space. So therefore, if someone who's doing a party, that's how you book dancehall DJs, because there's not really people don't or a scene don't really use socials as much. The people who are keeping the party, the people who are going may do it, but the ones who are actually doing the parties, they're not going to be coming into someone's. I don't really
consider myself as a dancehall DJ, and to be honest, I never really have. I mean, I got my break in dancehall. I did.
Yeah, but we're all in the same space.
I would, because of the fight, because of the negativity, because of
I would consider you as a dancehall DJ.
Really?
Yeah, but you do play. But
I can't even remember the last time I played. I mean,
because to be honest, not because you don't play dancehall when you go to party, but you're playing in the dancehall scene. So if you're playing in the dancehall scene, that classify you as a dancehall DJ.
Okay, each to their own.
Yeah. I'll classify you as a dancehall DJ, even though I know you come with a little R&B, a little hip hop. You mix up your music nice and well, but I'll classify you as a dancehall DJ. As Rick was saying before, my problem with most of what the DJs and what the booking is going in London now is because I think it's about who you know, not what you can do.
Yeah.
So if you don't know certain people and you and them is not friend, you won't get a chance looking, because as we see in London, most of the big party, the same name over and over and over again. that means that the music won't have any chance to grow. That's why I've been saying this weeks ago, UK don't really have an international DJ in the dancehall scene where we say somebody we have international, what you call it, people know them worldwide. Like, alright, for instance, like in Jamaica, or say people know Tony Matterhorn, or people know Code Red, or people know Kareem Hype or something. We don't have a DJ over here where you say go certain place like America and everybody know him. Why is it that way?
Because they ain't breaking anyone's.
They ain't breaking no barriers.
Nobody not really get break. The
Everyone's
person
comfortable.
who's closest to it because they don't have to do anything much. Because and the thing is that the dance, as we said before, the dancehall, the time is limited here, so there's not much room for trying or experiment. So there's few hours that you have, maybe 2-3 hours, then you just have to get to the point. There's no room for experiment. You can't really try nothing because the time limit, and then you have to just make sure so your name get a part of the conversation tomorrow, so you play the top 10 song them. It's just a repetitive circle, and then the same people move to this, and then the same DJ do the same thing, and it's a lot of story. But
It's boring.
It is boring. So what do you think needs to
Extremely
change?
boring.
What do you think needs to change?
Liven it up. Book some female DJs. Spice it up a bit. Like, it's. I mean.
But what does a female DJ is gonna bring different from what the male is? Because people complain about that the female.
I don't feel like there's enough female tunes being played in a dance, in a party.
So would you feel like a female DJ would doing that? Because
like we would represent for the ladies, and that's what we do. We
the
represent.
last time
for
I've been
the
to Chacha
ladies.
Friday, it's been a ladies takeover. The juggling was more than likely the same in terms of female songs. So I would say it's more than likely the same.
Yeah, but to be honest, the female night, I'm not going to be biased because I enjoy the female night.
Yeah, it was a good night, but in terms of the juggling and the female aspect of music playing, it's more than likely the same. I think it's just the stigma of the people, and DJs are playing to a set of clique or whatever. So because they're playing to a set of group in the party, they go on the whole set of juggling and forgot to say is that everybody here and make the mass enjoy themselves instead of a group of people.
I tell you, a whole heap of things. But you know, you do your show. You're on a Heart of Love Radio.
Yes. Shout out to all my Heart of Love family.
Tell me about the Art of Love. Your introduction to Art of Love. How did you start it there?
Well, I started on Energy. That was my first love. That Energy 2007. Done my show. I think mid-January, my first show. I was so nervous, and it kind of grew from there. I was like the only female on the station. I mean, I did approach another station, but yeah, they weren't really giving me the time.
You approach Mystic. We can't call him a
Well, you know what? Let's just put it out there. I remember approaching Flames first. And these times, when they're just whatever.
But anyway, big up Flames team.
Big up the Flames team, same way. Like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And then, funny enough, DJ Corey, he said to me, you know what, Lady D, come to this meeting, and just introduce yourself and come and get a slot.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I went there. I was obviously the room full of men, and I was like, okay. Everyone's looking at me like,
who's this?
What is this person doing here? Like, okay. Like, everyone's looking around like, okay. And then Kid walked in. And literally from then, that's just been my family.
Yeah.
That's just been my family. It was just 8-hour shows, just in the studio.
So Kid just come take you away from Flames meeting, and I say, yo, come.
No, Energy. I didn't even get to that. Like, the first proper meeting I went to was the very first Energy meeting. I was like one of the co-members, one of the very, very first members of Energy when there was about 4 or 5 of us.
Okay.
Like, we was a tight clique, we was a family, and it just kind of grew from there.
So you started there, and obviously you say you did a late night show, and then you progressed up. So for here 2020 now, you've been on the radio. So that's what, about 10 years now?
No, longer than that.
Longer than 10. Longer than 10
years. 13 years.
That's 20,
13.
20, no,
13,
23 years.
13.
No,
What
13,
kind of 23?
23.
13.
Wow, okay.
7 and 20, yeah, 13.
Yeah.
My bad.
13 years, wow.
What is the most challenging thing for you as a female DJ? What is the hardest thing? I know that obviously The men overshadow you sometimes. But what is the you feel that is the most setback thing for you as a female?
I mean, when I started, I was young, you know, just come out of university. I had a lot of free time. Now I'm a mum, and obviously family life, and that comes first. So I'm not out there all the time like I was before. I'm not, you know, just out there. I'm out there when I can. Do you understand? Obviously family comes first, but now it's that trying to get back in, trying to, you know, I've had a break. I'm working. I feel like, I feel like I'm set. That's set. So now, 2020, it's just about. I'm more focused on the music. I got my sound. I got my speak. Like I'm building. It's.
But hold on now. Let me just ask this real quick. Mm-hmm. Do you think right now the way the current market is and where the business is, because it's a wide acceptance of a lot of things inside the music business, would you think female have an advantage because you guys are a minority?
Do you know what? You would think that the females would have an advantage because there's not many of us.
Because there's something you can say that I can't say, he can't say.
Okay, there's certain songs that I can play
that we can
and you cannot play. Do you understand? But
you could call out the girls as well.
So isn't that saying something about
these songs?
So isn't that saying something about the female DJ that maybe you guys not really creating enough, or you're not really being brave enough or bold enough?
Maybe. I mean, there was a time when Lady D, I don't know, everyone remembers the Wild Lady D, 07, 08 Wild Lady D, like, you know.
Well, so maybe you guys need to get back to those.
But at the end of the day, I'm just me.
This is my opinion. It's not Rick or Rasta the Upnlive show views. It's my views. I feel like the female DJs in UK, in terms of UST and the drop top and Riri and everybody want to see, you know what's your guys' biggest downfall? You're afraid to take a risk. You guys, sometimes you come to the party, you play it safe, especially when you're playing with what them say London Finest.
Yeah.
You're afraid to take a risk and go out the box and do something different.
I mean, I disagree. I mean,
I never seen it.
Do you know what it is? Because realistically, since we're putting it out there, you see me, I don't like conflict. I don't like all of that. If I go to a party and a promoter decides he wants to book 20 DJs, I'm going to that party. I'm probably going to play early because I know what's going to happen.
But that's going to always...
do you understand? So it's not... But shout out to the real promoters out there that are booking Lady D, that are booking the female DJs, that are giving us decent set times. Do you understand? That are paying us the right amount of money that we should be owed, because female DJs are just as, if not badder than the male DJs out there, and I'll say that with my chest, like we are.
So call some name, okay? You say London Finest, all right? So we're gonna
no, London's Finest. There's a lot of London Finest. There's a lot. Everyone's calling themselves London Finest. You didn't know.
Well,
we never get the memo.
You didn't know. Well,
to as far as my knowledge, there's a few on the list, just over and full.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to be a part of the London Finest. I'm Lady D, but I mean the females. 2020.
What do you got in store? What can we look forward for with Lady D? What gonna catch us like I said, whoa, yes, Lady D 2020, she's arrived.
Okay, so I've got several mixtapes coming out. I'm getting back into doing that. So I want to be out there. I want people to hear me. And I'm just about promoting myself. And that's it.
Are you going to smile more for me?
Yeah, of course.
Because, you know, that's one of the things where people say to you, you look miserable and you're moody.
It's not. This is Lady D. I always have my resting face. I smile. If I need to... What?
That's exactly. Because when we say Lady D for the show, people say, who? She always a miserable.
Serious. Whatever, so I don't believe that.
But to be honest, tonight, you're coming in a good mood.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, listen.
She's in a good mood tonight.
All right, we're live right now. Can you, like, what do you mean?
I like that.
No, because you're I don't want people to think that I'm just always walking around miserable with a...
I have to be as real as possible. I have to say exactly what I've heard.
Really?
Yes, and I'm being 100% true. Not because I'm here, I'm trying to get people a reaction.
I'm so shocked. No,
I'm just telling you exactly what people say. You're a bit reserved and you're never really smiling. And obviously you are smiling now. You wouldn't know that from tonight.
But anyway, let's speak about relationship. What's your current relationship with the male DJs and female DJs in the business right now in London? Everything good, or you have some cascas somewhere we don't know about?
Like he's saying that let me translate for you.
Lady D, you're a Jamaica Lady D road, you know.
Listen, big up my Chelani family.
Yeah. You everybody good?
Yeah, I mean, there's no. Listen, everyone's just doing them. I'm just there.
Because some of my time, I think a lot of you ladies make complete on each other set or complete whatever you're doing, but you just don't know. And because I think it's a thing because everybody have them own little ego, the link never just make.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, and touch band that what? You're afraid? Up on live show, man. You're free for talk.
I'm not afraid. Like, can you just repeat what you just said? Let me
say some of the time, a lot of you DJs, ladies, complement each other in terms of your style of music and what you deliver. But it just never happen. The connection don't happen. I don't know if you ladies don't see it or everything not good.
Everything is good. No, I love it. Like the female DJs, everyone's doing their own thing. I mean, I got love for my girl. Shout out to Riri. That's my musical little sis. Like when we link up, 29th of Feb, we're gonna be playing together at Too Much Sauce. So look out for that. Like, I mean, I don't have no issues with anyone at the end of the day. Everyone's doing their own thing. I've said we need more female DJs in the industry and whatnot, and we're getting it. So each to their own. I mean, everyone wants there to be some kind of mix-up or controversy, but
it's not about mix-up. What about you ladies?
I mean,
come on to a team effort to kind of
we
emphasize on the thing more.
We're linking up. We will be linking up more for 2020, but right now everyone's just realistic, just focused on themselves.
Yeah, but if everybody focus on themselves, like one side, remember it's a male-dominated business, so you have to come together collectively and go out there if you step out to make a big impact, so people start look more into the female side of things.
I think you see you, Riri and ST and Drop Top. I just think that I'm not saying you should actually form an alliance or anything. For you female DJs, in my perspective, I just think that you guys are the future in terms of dancehall. You are the more forerunner as female. There's lots of other female DJs. Shout out to the new one. I think her name is Ray PGT.
Ray PGT.
Yeah, she's good.
She's very good at mixing as well. I watch her. But probably a little bit on the shy side as well. But I said, if you guys could find somewhere to some form of promotion and strategy, I think there's a way forward for you. And I think you guys have an upper hand and don't even realize you don't have it. But it's just for you to find a way to exploit that. So.
And these ladies not really thinking of the bigger side of the picture, because listen, they said there's strength in numbers. You have a big following on social media. She have a following. Everybody have a following. If you put all of that together, make a big nice. So when everybody look out for Funo crew, because you have your friends, she have her friends, everybody have them people. It's more a big buzz. So if the group want to do is hot, everybody is hot. It's not one people hot.
We've linked up. We've done ladies' night. We was doing ladies' night.
Yeah.
And thank you for DJ Rick for coming out and showing his support, which he does. And it's just about supporting one another. So even when us ladies throw an event, like, come out and support our event. Yeah. Like, do you understand that? I have to big up Rick because he come out and always supports the females.
Yeah, man.
And I can't even. Do you understand? Always supports the females. Always, I wish more DJs were like that. Just be supportive. And if we're throwing an event, which we do, which we have done in the past, just come out and support.
Yeah, just come out. You don't even have to come to try and play. Just all our vibes.
Yeah, I think that's really needed in terms of the dancehall space, because
if the support is not there, then I mean.
And you know what? I say as well. I'm gonna say to you in radio, as a radio person, because I know you're part of the Art of Love thing. You see this thing where we have when I come to UK for the first time, people tell me, say, when you up on radio, you know, for mention, no for mention Art of Love, Mystic, and
another radio, basically. Radio.
What we need to realize and what we need to understand is that we are a minority into the weirdest space.
That was the past.
That was, yeah. Now, we don't even make up 5% of the gross.
We don't even make up 2%.
Put it that way. Not even a percentage of the gross intake from radio. And we are slowly fighting and chipping away at each other, while we needed to become as one to try to take on the big giants. Because we're not even silencing what LBC or any of those radio stations is doing.
Sure.
And we're here trying to fight or look self in a local corner before we're trying together and try to get do something big or put on some shows. Imagine if we were coming together and bringing over artists over here and doing it the legal way, getting the paperwork done. You know how powerful we could have been?
Oh, you know, you're true.
But then now we only are depending on a little man who's to bring up an artist, or he's probably not doing it the right way. It's a long story, but I don't really want to spill everything on here. But you get the gist I'm trying to say.
No, I do.
Yeah. So give thanks, Lady D, for coming through, you know.
Thank you very much.
And thank for the smiles.
You done already?
Thank you for having me.
I drill her tonight, man. We're not done.
No,
Well, we don't really want to drill her too much because she's in a good mood, and I love this. I love this energy. I love this aura.
So,
It's lovely.
thank you.
Can you give us some socials, please?
So that's DJ _ lady _ D
underscore
_1.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just look for DJ Lady D.
Just look for DJ
Add me.
underscore.
So yeah, thank you again for inviting me. It's an honor.
Yep.
And I would also like to say, like, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and
Thank you
for
very
someone
much.
that's known you for a long time, I'm extremely proud. So
Thank you very much. You know, we're
well
coming
done.
from.
Yes,
I'm coming from the energy the studios as well.
those were the days.
So what I know, Rick, before we go, we need to take time and big up some station across London because we don't do this very
Yep.
regularly. So big up Mystic,
Yeah.
big up Art of Love,
Yeah.
big up Flames,
Yeah.
big up Buzz,
On top.
on top. Tell me some more now, cause I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Yeah,
So
natural vibes.
Natural vibes. You know,
Natural vibes.
you know, big up
Rufus
Rufus
Station.
Station, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Big
Buzz,
up Pulse as well, you know. Big up all of the man them where if you see a little dreaming or something and you decide you're gonna carry out that vision to execute it, believe in what you do and do it. Cause see the ladies them out here and them a do it now. And yeah.
The man them they forget the ladies them a try. So here what I need. You know what I feel like? I just think the way forward to help the situation is we need some sensible promoters, not just person who are having a party and just doing something. And we need like a promoter like to do say a round robin then, because this is where you can spot talent and help people and help someone doing the craft. If you have like a monthly event and then you're gonna rotate the DJs them and say you're gonna have maybe no more than 4 DJs and at least have one woman in every event. You know how helpful that would be?
Now. See, where you say first a round robin,
Yeah.
same venue, same party, different promoter, different DJ, but then the same people were there and then other DJ will get a chance for them to project their talent out there for people to see.
I think that's what it went wrong, because there used to be those type of things, but there's no more type of round robin like that anymore. And there's no more there's no environment to breed new talent. Because if you come into the party start 2:33 and finish 5 o'clock. Where's the time to breathe?
I remember my first round robin, Stratford Rex.
See that?
Right.
Yeah.
So that is the issues what we need to iron out. But unfortunately, we're out of time to the people. All right. Give thanks for people who's watching online, and thank you very much, Lady D, for passing through. It was a pleasure having you. Big up the Facebook crew online. Big up to Natural Mystics saying that Lady D should actually smile more. I like that comment there. Big up to Felix Bender online as well. Also, good evening to Joy, Trisha, locked in. Thanks for watching the show as well. Yeah. Remember the show is sponsored by?
You know, it's sponsored by Shush Print, and this show was produced by World Mag Entertainment. People stick and stay where here up until the hour of 11. You know, me a off some song in here. You know what they look a off and go sing. So you know me a play some song for them gal, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which is right. Also, the show is produced by World Mag Entertainment. If you haven't yet, people, make sure you go onto our YouTube page. Search for Upnlive show. Watch all the show them.
And that's Up N, the letter N, live. And remember, make sure say you subscribe and hit the notification bell so when the video them drop, you get notified. Saying, you know there's something go. We all in a them say a Black History Month, but the first part of the month of the girl them part. See? So we just all play some song for the girl them. See? Ladies, that song you're phoning in if you don't want, just take it and just enjoy yourself and do that. So
see.